And how many often of us come in the house of God and we're like, okay, God, yes, like we love you. Like if I could just say your name, if I could just worship. But it's another thing, say, actually, I want healing. I want better faith. We get so caught up in how we look. That's embarrassing. And I don't want to admit I just did that. I'm just going to stay in the back. God will interrupt whatever you allow him to.
Got to recognize when that enemy is lurking around trying to get in our heads. You got to put on the whole armor of God. You got to block that. Put your boxing gloves on, and when he comes lurking around, TKO, total knockout. Devil is just the devil. You got all power in you, and he can't outdo that power that is in you.
There's no barrier to communion with God. We don't need to strive. We just need to be there. We break up the word belonging. It means be long. That when you're with God, you need to be for a long period of time. Have you ever tried to pull up a root? You have to take things by the root. Areas where we've just grown up in things, in identities, we're going to bring this out and we're going to plant something new. We're going to water it with my living water.
Going from wife to widow, the label changed. You can't put so much stock in a title. Our identity comes from God. I was a young widow. I was in an identity crisis. Lord, who am I? My husband's gone. The problem wasn't that I loved my husband or that I was giving myself 100% as a wife. I put that above being a daughter of God.
What ties it all together is our identity really is just simply being God's daughter.